rusted dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime? A book about setting up the perfect crime.
launching an attack on us, I'll tell you. The only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I saw was something worth dying over. What? Speaking of useful, Joe, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orchid-chan loves him. Oh, I wouldn't know. We'll find out. Come on, young master. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride? No, he did. He's only saying that mama, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a lab now to the lizard councillor's wife. Is that why we're going to start to get them go anymore? Speaking of useful, Joe, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orchid-chan loves him. Oh, I wouldn't know. We'll find out. Come on, young master. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride? No, he did. He's only saying that mama, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a lab now to the lizard councillor's wife. Is that why we're going to start to get them go anymore? Speaking of useful, Joe, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orchid-chan loves him. Oh, I wouldn't know. We'll find out. Come on, young master. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride? No, he did. He's only saying that mama, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a lab now to the lizard councillor's wife. Is that why we're going to start to get them go anymore?
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Oh, back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him. You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross paths with you Westies all that often, but it's always a pleasure when we do. Medora's the name. Retired, or so the Order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. My hand to your cause and my sword at your side. Heavens hornets! That's quite a story. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill sap. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sail. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup. By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Sail hinterlands. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town. I've been scouting Sail for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator.
I'm sure you've met your match once or twice.
The closest I've got to my match is when I leader of a mob.
More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Thalron for another. And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow. Now don't get me wrong, I think the mayor's a decent sort, even if but from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself mixed up in something not quite on this side of the law. I suspect an illegal source, artifact, or substance is at the root of it, but exactly what or who's given it to him, I can't say. And since I haven't technically been assigned to Sail, I don't have the authority to interrogate him. Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I bet my sword he's dealing in something darker than splints and tonics. A loose-lipped fishmonger let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions, well past midnight each time. What business could he have among the undead? Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say. You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural. Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now, and the orcs up north will be short work.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it?
Match once or twice.
The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while fighting my fight.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than saffron's, I dare say.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's End? They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.